Salud.
Viva Cuba.
Salud.
But you can sit like.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
That's very good.
Let me go get another.
That can't be good.
Buena suerte.
Where's the rum?
Wow, it's fishy.
Where's the rum donkeys?
Oh.
Hola! Oh, now I got the baño. Oh my goodness! Holy cow! Those are from the nets?
My brother is.
Wow! That's amazing.
Me and my brother caught all these fish.
That's super cool.
For you. We caught these fish for you.
Thanks, why I was held captive.
Cook a very good tuna fish with Cuban spices.
Oh, we are in
I think
heaven.
I start
Cuba's amazing.
And so it begins, the start of our last day in Mexico. Isla Mujeres. Gonna be leaving here in about half an hour. Just sitting on deck to enjoy one last coffee, this time with a splash of Kahlua, Mexican style. And from here, we go on the next adventure. And today's adventure takes us to Cuba. Kind of a mysterious island nobody seems to know a whole lot about. Don't know what's gonna happen when we get there. Heard paperwork's lots of fun. Could be expensive. Just no idea what to expect, but we're just gonna sail off and hope that it works. Been studying the weather for days, looking for a weather window, because of course Cuba is straight up wind from here normally and lots of current in the way. And I think I got a good weather window for today. Of course, right now it looks flat calm, but it's supposed to be about 9-10 this morning that it's supposed to start filling in with about 10 knots of wind just south of east. Or sorry, just east of south, which is the favorable wind direction that we've been looking for. And it's going to be a fairly short weather window, but it will give us about 10 knots average on the way between here and between here and Cuba, sorry. So hopefully that works out. But yeah, it's going to give us the first few hours to just basically motor out across the current that goes up between, you know, Cancun and here, and get away from the current, because the current stream is about 20 to 25 miles wide. So it'll take a few hours to get away from that, because we don't want to get caught in that. Otherwise, it's just going to take us straight up to the Gulf of Mexico, and that's not where we want to go. We want to stay south. So hopefully those calculations work out and we get across the stream no problem. I don't anticipate any problems there. Just gonna eat up a little bit of diesel fuel, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do, because we gotta get there and we need to start easting across the south end of Cuba. And we chose to do that by probably having to motor, because it's gonna be in calm conditions most of the time. But basically because otherwise we would have had to go straight east from Guatemala across Roatan and Honduras, and that would just be straight up wind and big winds, big waves, current, everything, and just a real shit ride, seriously. So the only option was to basically come up to Mexico, tack for Cuba, go over to Cuba, and just motor across the south shore. And flat calm conditions, because obviously flat calm is going to be a lot less wear and tear on us and the boat. So that was the decision we made, and I think it'll pay off, but we'll see. it'll take a few days to get where we want. And then once we're central, more central underneath the south side of Cuba, we'll look for a weather window to make a straight shot south with the easterly trade winds directly on the beam, and that should take us right to Caymans on a nice beam reach. So that's the plan for next week once we get there and we see a bit of Cuba. So just going to finish my coffee and get the engine warming up, and then we are good to go. Yeah, it is a beautiful way to start the day out here. Love my chairs on the bow. Okay, we are locked and loaded. Engine running, warming up. Tiki, you stowed? You good? You got your food? You got breakfast? Food and water. Dinghy stowed, all cross braced. Well, it's going to be pretty calm, but still got to make sure it's safely stowed. And I think we are ready to go. Mainsail is up, so we're ready to go there, and we'll just put up the jib as required. But we're just going to be motor sailing for the first while. Now Jared's on deck here, and I'm getting the snubber in and anchor up. So we're good to go. There they got a bucket of rinse water. I'm good. All right.
It's dirty.
That's my cue. Ready to roll.
Doing it dirty.
Anchors away, time to put in gear. Cuba, here we come. It's not going to be a fast ride. This much we know.
On our way to Cuba. Woohoo! Got Jared on and Maddie. Water is unreal. Everybody excited about sailing today?
Yeah.
I think everybody's glad to be off the hook.
Yep. Out on the open water.
Maddie, is this your first sailing adventure?
Oh, yeah, for this one day, yeah.
Aww.
Only in the weekend, no more.
Woo. Well, you're in for a good time.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Jared, you see how clear this water is?
Water's nice.
That's almost 20 feet deep.
On top of the waves, the lighter, with the light ripples like that.
You can throw a quarter in there and read it on the bottom.
Yep.
That's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen water this clear anywhere else. starting to come down faster now. And it's starting to get quite cold against my back. So it's time to go put a shirt on too.
Shower time.
Yeah, you guys ready for your free shower? Where's your both bar soap?
My body wash.
Soap?
My body wash or bikini.
Uh-huh.
It was an incredibly calm night at sea. Very beautiful, spectacular sky, zillions of stars. You could see the Milky Way, you could see everything, perfect clarity. Just getting up now, the sun is coming up. It's exactly 6 a.m. and it was a spectacular sunrise. So we are just now crossing the border into the Cuba shelf. So the bottom is now come up to 15 feet. So we only have 15 feet of depth under us right now from several thousand, just like that. In just a couple of minutes it came up right away. So we're just tracking bottom and following in. We've come to the waypoint that represented the first marker, but the first marker was not on station. So we're just kind of wandering in and feeling our way around. We're only doing about 4 knots, so keeping it conservative, but just looking to see if any of the next markers are going to be on station, because there's a channel that takes us around a big reef system into the main marina area of Los Moros. So that's what we're looking for right now. We've still got about 4 miles to navigate to go around the main reef area into where the headland is, and we should be there ready to drop anchor around 7 a.m., so almost an hour from now. But yes, it's a great way to start the day. You can see the sun just coming up on the horizon. It's easy. Hola.
Hola, good morning.
Buenas. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, señor.
¿De dónde vienen?
Llegamos de México.
Ah, ahí están las autoridades, mucho gusto.
Mucho
Venegas.
gusto, Magdalena.
Hay que esperar a que vengan las autoridades.
Ok, ¿está bien? Gracias por la indicación. Ellos no hablan español.
Óigame, ¿y ustedes vienen a buscar combustible acá?
First steps on another foreign land.
Vamos parando
Cuba.
para una semana porque la notificación
Very cool.
llega la
Gracias, amigo. Gracias.
Entonces que vamos
All right, we have arrived in Cuba. How cool is that?
Ah, nadie usa.
No, es solo antes lo hacían y ahora a veces.
¿Y qué le gusta?
Well, when in Cuba, the toast is a little different. Everybody's having coffee this morning, but it's not coffee and Bailey's, it's Havana Club. When in Cuba, do as Cubans do, right? Cubans. Salud.
Cheers. Salud. Cheers to Cuba.
Successful sail to Cuba.
Bienvenidos.
May our check-in be as uneventful as our sail.
Well, we're not in jail yet, so that's a good sign. They weren't waiting here for waiting for us with guns or anything. So also a good sign.
Beautiful morning. It's a nice sail, nice and calm.
All right, now we wait.
Deben de continuar con ella.
Hasta que nos salimos del país.
Ok. Hasta el próximo.
Does he need to look for
¿No hay problema en eso?
No, a ver, vamos a tener un poco de. Pero, okay. The garbage needs to stay inside. All the trash is supposed to stop in the land, it is to stop in for all our permanent in Cuba.
Do you want one?
In the book.
Yes, you like?
Eso es chile.
Yes.
Sí, habanero.
Y el
Arriba tenemos una veranera y una otra planta de flores.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Ok,
Yeah.
ok, señor.
Muchas
Ya pueden
gracias.
subir ahí a la sección a hacer el pago. Ok.
Okay.
Perfecto. Ya la
Welcome to
lleves con-
Cuba.
Welcome to Cuba, officially. All right.
Great, Jared. Don't get us in jail.
I tried my best.
Y que, a ver, yo lo expliqué antes, Emil,
Ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yo lo expliqué ya antes que en algún mes van a salir en televisión.
Viva la
Y si
Cuba!
me dan un contacto, le voy, si tiene internet, y vosotros podéis seguirnos mientras estamos
We
moviendo
made it.
por acá. Y también le voy a avisar.
Security system in Cuba. We don't need locks, just put a big rock in front of the door. That's awesome. All 3 doors, yeah. Just put a rock in front of it.
And
That works.
Havana Country.
And Havana Club, there you go.
Wow, it's
Oh,
wonderful.
here we go. Now we got the camera.
Oh, yeah, ve la foto. Te
tienes
lo envío. Sí, WhatsApp. Now I give your contact in YouTube for travel with us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you use AirDrop.
Con ganas de joder, sí, ahí
Oh, thank you. Salud. Salud.
Mira,
Salud.
¿cuánto le paso?
Salud. No, no, no. Salud.
¡Salud! ¡Salud, capitán!
Salud, salud, salud.
Hay que hacer un trago que...
See, I was thinking right.
We love.
Salud.
Viva la Cuba. Cuba.
Viva la Cuba. Lunchtime. We got an invitation to come over and they gave us fish. We cooked fish for lunch and they're cooking fish for dinner. So we're having snapper for lunch. That's what we just cooked. And now they're filleting some fresh tuna. Let's go see.
Look how
Guys,
really
you
good.
gotta check this out. We're on this boat and this thing has an authentic, I mean, this is a real shit salt sailor compass. Look at this thing.
It's gorgeous.
It's on a 3-axis gimbal, just like they put on the cameras on drones nowadays. Fully stabilized.
Gyroscope.
That is amazing. It's solid bronze. Look at that. That is a thing of
It
beauty.
doesn't even move off course. Look at
No,
that.
as soon as I saw that, the first thing I thought of, if you remember, some of you have probably seen White Squall, Jeff Bridges, remember? And that was the one place they were sailing past and the Cubans boarded the boat. And they got pissed off because they couldn't outwit Jeff Bridges. Kudos Jeff Bridges, he did good. But they took their they took the gun and smashed the compass. Boom! And said, now you have something to teach your students, Capitan. And he responded in perfect Spanish, not English, but perfect Spanish. And they didn't think he could speak Spanish, actually. And he said, a real sailor only needs the stars to navigate with. That was a good line.
But this is
And this
beautiful.
compass is exactly, it's perfect. I mean,
It's steadfast. I mean,
Look
this
at
is
it.
actually what you use for
Look
if
at it,
you
it's
were
all
going to be.
brass.
and this wheel, look at this is a
helm?
real
Yeah.
helm, man.
Yeah.
This
Dude,
is a real
this
helm.
is how you like navigate and you plot your charts. You
Yeah.
actually put your
This
chart, you
is
use
it.
your section, you put your degrees, your like every as you go,
Mm-hmm.
and every hour or however many
How old
minutes
do
you
you
need
think
to do
this
it
thing
by.
is?
This is amazing that we're in old school now. We've immediately transported back in time, and this is where we are. It's cool.
It's actually amazing. It's actually really
It's
nice
cool.
to keep
Wish you guys
simple.
could be here, but glad we get to share it with you.
It's a great place.
Fillets, and we just marinated them and I sauteed them. They're
Yeah, they look yummy.
Can I give you one?
Smell even better.
here.
No, that's too much.
That?
Give me half. Give me half. I don't want it.
Guys, lunch on board a Cuban fishing boat. Does it get any fresher?
No. This is the best. Here, I'll make you a plate.
Okay.
¿Ya?
So now you go and you tell me the story.
Yeah.
Softly, like a lady.
¿Ya? ¿Cuánto?
Okay.
Wow.
They clean the fish the tuna. They offer us the tuna for this night. For tuna is a style, Cuba style tuna for eat this night for the dinner. And the guys explained to me these pieces inside the fillet of the tuna is very red and is very good for control the cholesterol. I have a lot of bones, but with the patient, you have a very, very good and old dinner.
Some beans. I'm gonna give you some beans on top of
Oh my god,
what I
that's my
made.
lunch?
Yeah.
That's what we're eating on a Cuban fishing boat?
Well, no. Well, I made the fish and the salad and the
Whoa.
rice, and then here's the beans from the
That
Cuban.
looks unbelievable.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Unreal. Actually, it's perfectly real.
Highly recommend it.
If that's lunch, I can't wait to see what dinner brings. I heard tuna's coming for dinner. Yum.
She loves it.
Qué bonitos ojos tienen.
You know, I have to admit we all came here having no clue what to expect. And yeah, we were a little apprehensive. We've been trained our whole lives to fear this place for whatever reason. And here we are, a Canadian, an Italian, and 2 Americans sailing in on a vessel unannounced off the ocean, and we don't know what's gonna greet us. Military with machine guns or civilians, you know, what? We had no clue. And here we arrive, and all the officials are extremely friendly, all smiling, well-dressed. They come on board and talk to us like real people and do their jobs. They get our paperwork finished, we say thank you, and they're on their way. And the next thing you know, the first guy that comes on board is the captain of the only other boat on the dock, which is a Cuban fishing boat. I don't think they get many visitors here, and he was so happy just to have somebody new to talk to. He immediately came over with his chart book, knowing that we were new here, and started showing us the ways of the area, the most beautiful places to visit on the south coast, where we could hide in bad weather, and so on. We shared some beers with him, shared some laughs, and the next thing you know, he invites us on his boat. His crew breaks out some rum, and the next thing we're just hanging with the locals and really, really enjoying ourselves. It was so relaxed. I mean, what a welcome to a foreign country that we've all been trained to believe they hate us. Or we hate them. I mean, what's the difference? The fact is, we have given the media so much power over us that they train us to believe whatever they want us to believe, and we believe it because, well, it's on TV. Now here we arrive in the real world, and all those illusions are shattered in one day. This was one of the best days we had in our entire journey, and I think because it changed our perception largely of something that, well, now we feel deceived about for a long time. So you know, all I can tell you is if the media tells you to be afraid of something, you should probably go check it out yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, when we're taught to fear something, it's usually to somebody's benefit, but very seldom is that us. And on that note, let's get back to our day, because this was an awesome day that we are all going to remember with a big smile on our face. Especially considering that our bald Cuban captain was having so much fun, he let Amy stand beside him and cover his head with her hair for some really funny pictures. I mean, come on, how cool is that?
Alright, we're gonna get meet our friends. Yeah. Give kisses. Yee! Yay! Give some kisses. Get some kisses. We're making everything better. Where's the rum?
Wow, it's fishy.
Where's the rum donkey? Huh? Wait, no. Yeah?
Mama, go inside.
We'll do a different way of doing this.
Oh, you need to look. You need to look. Thanks so much. Go.
Hola! Oh, now I got the baño.
Hey,
Woohoo!
look at.
Oh my god, holy shit! Wow! Nice.
This is tuna,
Jesus.
blue
my-
fish.
Oh my goodness! Holy cow! Are those from the nets?
My brother is
Wow. Oh, Jared was pulling it.
yes.
No way.
I
So
caught
tell
all
us a
these
story.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah, don't have a lot of money for fishing.
I caught all these fish. Me and my brother
Yes,
caught all
yes.
these fish.
That's amazing.
Me and my brother caught all these fish.
That's super cool.
For you. We caught these fish for you.
Thanks, why I was held captive.
In the prison boat.
Oh,
Yay!
they cooking for us.
I
Tuna
know.
fish,
Uh-huh.
rice.
In the pot.
Oh, one moment. Rice.
Look at that.
And if you open the oven,
You will see the
they cook a very good tuna
Oh,
fish
very
with
good.
Cuban spices.
Oh, we are
I
in
think
heaven.
I
The
start to eat,
Cuba's
I ever-
amazing.
Yeah, and the guys of Cuba is amazing. It's very hospitality people, very welcome. And it is for our first day is very spectacular day, yes. And they want to make some gift for us for our permanence in Cuba. And they make a gift for some fish for us. It's like tuna and another kind. I don't know, but it's a lot.
Yeah, they're so nice. I think it's a bonita.
And
Bonita.
Bonita,
Y tuna.
blue fish.
Oh, bluefish.
Yeah, it's like bacalao. Bacalao, you know?
Yeah, I got it.
And this is a big tuna.
This is such good footage right now. Seriously,
Okay.
like I'm totally getting
He's
like
not
real.
like-
I'm like the artist in here. You know, like I'm,
Yeah.
come on, we're coming back. We just have to go drop this off. We have to go get some beer. We need más cerveza y rum. Cerveza y rum. I got it.
We need more fish.
We are getting more fish.
We need more fish.
We have the fish. Jared's our superstar.
Hola.
I should just go.
¿Dónde está la fish? La pesca. ¿Dónde está la pesca?
We got the tuna. We're gonna get Rick. We're gonna come back and have some dinner. Such a gorgeous night. Woo.
¿Dónde está la pesca? I want fish. ¿Dónde está la pesca?
Tiki! Tiki! We're on the way, baby girl! I'm gonna hand you the fish. You get on board.